Hello guys, BC here with another YouTube video for you all today. And I want it is Sunday at 2 o'clock, so two of the divisional games have not been played, but two of them have. But I have never gone over Wildcard weekend in my predictions. I want to make something clear here. I am not going to redo predictions from here on out. It's just me analyzing football games and some XFL content for football. And some off-season headlines. I am not gonna make videos more on predictions for the rest of the year, and we'll see if I do them next year. I did pretty good on most of my predictions this year, besides the first playoff week this week, and then week 17. Most of the rest of my season was pretty dang good. I'd say probably had at least 12 on my 16 weeks were probably 10-6 or better, which is a pretty good season. But let's go over these predictions and my reviews of the game. And like I said, no predictions from here on out of the playoffs. Texans beat the Bills. By the way, before I get into anything, before I critique these games, because I don't have that much time, I'm too poor and I can't pay for the full Bandicam, so I only have 10 minutes here. But before I analyze each game quickly individually, all of these games were phenomenal games, and all of them were amazing to watch. And so far, divisional round has not led up to the same amount of intensity and greatness these games were. Bills were winning 16-0 though, going into the late third, and they blew it. The Texans, once with 6 minutes of the fourth, took a lead 19-16. I think that's how late it was. And then the Bills went down and drove and brought it to overtime, which is really intense. I'm riding down to Maryland to do something with family. So I'm driving down to Maryland, and I'm listening to the game on the radio, watching plays that are slightly delayed on my phone, and doing everything I can. And then we have to stop and get gas, and I have to go in and go to the bathroom. And I don't know if the Bills make the field goal or not. I look at the TV inside that gas station / restaurant, and saw they made it. It was just an intense, fun game. The Texans ended up winning in overtime. Titans-Patriots was the next game on. Titans ended up pulling off an upset, and oh man, you guys, I cannot wait to talk about the Titans-Ravens game. But this game was actually more entertaining to watch. 14-13 at halftime, and the Patriots didn't score another point that whole game. And Titans are dominant, and I don't know exactly how much worth the total yards was for the Titans-Patriots game. I kind of want to check now, NFL.com. I don't know the total yards, but I know Derrick Henry got most of them. I think it's around 220 total to 220 total or so to about 180 for Derrick Henry, I think. I was just trying to think. I'm double checking right now with the stats when they load stats right here, but this is not the game. I clicked. Whatever. That's what it is though. That's around there. Derrick Henry's insane. Vikings Saints. Oh man. Another game that went into overtime. This game was 26-20 Vikings. And the Vikings 9 out of 10 times don't win this game. 9 out of 10 times, I think the Saints win this game, especially in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, the Saints Stadium. And this was the 1 out of 10 times where the Vikings won, and this one they deserve to win this game today. Like I said, 9 out of 10 times. You tell me, I think the Vikings Saints play. I think the Saints win 9 out of 10 times. But the Vikings, they went there. They outplayed the Saints. The Zimmerman outcoached Sean Payton. Like I said, the Vikings players outplayed the Saints players. And everything was just, the Vikings outdid everything on the Saints, and they deserve to win that game. I don't care about the supposedly pass interference call towards the end of the game. The Vikings deserve to win that, and I'm glad they moved on with what they did, but if the Saints won, I think we would have had more entertaining matchups this week. And Seahawks-Eagles, the one prediction I did get right. And frankly, this was the most boring game to watch. It was still really good. It was just the most boring out of all of the other three. Um, and this one, poor Carson Wentz, towards the end of the first quarter, he got hurt and was out for the rest of the game. He only threw 4 passes. I feel bad for the man. And Josh McCown played the rest of the game. He didn't play awful, but he didn't play like great, and he didn't like dramatic. He didn't help them win, I should say. He didn't like hurt them, and like he wasn't like the reason why they lost, but he definitely was not like. But obviously he wasn't good enough to help them win. He was just okay. He was good for a backup, especially for 40 years old and being a backup. But Seahawks, your real test is in about 2.5 hours. Green Bay. That game is not going to be easy, but Green Bay also they win and lose. They almost lose to the tough team, like the bad teams, like the Lions in Week 17. They almost lost to them, but yet they're able to beat teams like the Chiefs early on. I mean, granted, the Chiefs didn't have Patrick Mahomes at the time, but Chiefs were still a better team than the Lions were, and they almost lose the Lions, but still beat the Chiefs. It's just how things happen with Green Bay is stunning, and that game's gonna be very good, and that's the test. So you guys are gonna get a couple videos coming up soon. You're at least gonna get like 2 more. You're at least gonna get 2 more. I want to make one on the XFL for like football related. I mean, I got a song or 2 I think I might drop soon, but I want to make one. I want to make one on the XFL, and I might try to split the divisional round into 2 or 4 parts. You're at least gonna get a video on the divisional round like tomorrow. Tuesday probably. You'll probably get a video on divisional round Tuesday. So that one's coming. But XFL will come out, and like I said, I might do each game individually to talk more about it. Because like I said, I only get 10 minutes, and if I do that, I will get to talk about each game for 10 minutes instead of being cut short to talk about each game for around 2.5 minutes. But hope you all enjoyed. That's my quick recap on these games. It sucks my prediction got blown out, but stuff happens. Upsets happen, like the Vikings beating the Saints. So hope you all enjoyed. See you all next time. Peace out, y'all.